I played at the University of Alabama, played on a national championship team. I've coached All-Americans. I've coached an ACC championship team. I've won the Bobby Dodd Award. I'm Dabo Swinney. I'm the Clemson head football coach, but I'm just an average Joe. I spent 13 years at the University of Alabama, which is where I played. It was kind of a dream job, and I put everything I had into that job. And after the 2000 season, our head coach, Mike Dubose, got fired. And so Dennis Franchione comes in. He doesn't keep any of us. And so I can remember being 30 years old and having to pack my office up, and I'd spent 13 years, and I'm like, man, I got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. God, man, I've been faithful to you. I've tried to be a great coach. I've tried to do things the right way, and here I am having to leave my dream job. And I took this job in real estate development, and I did well, financially and all that kind of stuff. But every day for 2 years, I drove to that office, and I would go in there and I would sit down, and I would just wonder, God, is this your plan for me? And I would pray a specific prayer every day. I would pray that, God, I'm passionate about coaching and teaching, and that's what I want to do. But if that's not what your plan for me is, then I pray that you keep that door closed. But if it is your will, then I pray that you show me, that you help me to make the right relationships, to do the right things, so that I will see those opportunities. And literally on a Friday at lunch one day, Tommy Bowden from Clemson called and asked me if I'd be interested in getting back in coaching and coming to Clemson. And it was one of those moments where I was like, okay, because it was the worst possible moment for me to leave. We had just built a new home. My wife was pregnant with our 3rd child. I was going to have to walk away from a ton of money that was already earned and owed to me, and so it wasn't a gut check, it was a faith check. When Tommy Bowden called me and I came up here, he said, all right, well, first thing he said after we talked that Friday was, well, let's pray about it, and I'll call you back Sunday and see if you're still interested. And I knew right then, I was like, it's my kind of guy. I had a lot of people calling me and saying, are you crazy? You can't take that job. You're going to walk away from this. You're going to walk away from that. And guy's going to be fired in 6 months, and you're going to be without a job again. And you just built this house, and your wife's pregnant, and you're going to take the grandkids from all the family. So you have all these things. And I remember flying up here to do my interview. And I got off the plane. I didn't really know where I was, and a guy picks me up at the airport, and he's going to drive me to Clemson. And we just barely get on the interstate, and we're heading toward Clemson, and there's this big old sign that says Pelham Road, exit. And so I went right then. I said, this, because I'm from Pelham, Alabama, and here I see Pelham Road.